Hello and welcome to the Veterans Day Parade for the Tri-Town of West Bridgewater, East Bridgewater, and Bridgewater proper. I'm Benjamin Smith from West Bridgewater Community Access Media, here with Russ Hannigan.
Of East Bridgewater Community Access Media.
Russ, happy Veterans Day. How are you?
Thank you, and happy Veterans Day to you as well. Actually, lovely weather, overcast weather, which is great video weather for today's event. A little bit nippy.
A little chilly, a little windy.
Yeah, 34 degrees?
34 feels like 20, but hey, we're out here celebrating. Everyone's out here today,
Yep.
celebrating our veterans and so forth.
Yep, and we're going to be seeing some amazing groups and organizations at today's parade. Looking forward to it. Division One's going to be the various fire departments, so it's going to get loud here in a little while, but once it does, we'll be quiet and let you folks look at the wonderful machines from the three towns.
Oh yeah, we got West Bridgewater Fire Department right up front today, leading. This is the
Leading the pack.
Leading the pack. West Bridgewater is hosting this year's the Veterans Day Parade. Not just West Bridgewater, the Tri-Town Veterans Day Parade.
Yes.
Excuse me.
And it goes from town to town. Next year will be East Bridgewater, the following year Bridgewater, and then year after that we'll be back here again.
Exciting.
Fun
Very
stuff.
exciting. As we wait for the parade to continue, we have some interesting facts for Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Veterans Day, once known as Armistice Day, the term comes from the armistice between Germany and the Allied nations on November 11th in 1918.
Which was World War I.
World War I, which ended in 1919 on June 28th.
Yeah.
During the Treaty of Versailles, the first Armistice Day was acknowledged on November 11th, 1919.
Famous fact, the expression the 11th hour comes from the original Armistice Day, which ended on November 11th at 11 a.m. That's when the guns fell silent. So when they talk about an 11th hour solution, that's where that expression comes from.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And it looks like the parade is just about to get started again.
today, it's actually quite difficult to hang on to those flags.
Oh, yes.
They're literally pulling them forward. That was rather nice of him.
Oh, very nice.
There you go.
You got a nice little pin there from Northeast Electric.
Yeah.
Very nice of them to give that. Right,
Okay.
we have West Bridgewater coming down.
Looking very, very elegant and marching in step.
Lincoln Thibault is the West Bridgewater Fire Chief. We must say thank you to them. They're letting us use their parking lot and their power for today's event. Without them,
we wouldn't be here without them.
We wouldn't be here.
Or we'd need a generator.
And next up is West Bridgewater Police Department. Chief Timothy Nixon.
Looking at the West Bridgewater Police Department, looking very formal, very
nice.
Uniform. I noticed the Girl Scouts will be marching in today's parade. Coming up very soon, of course, is Girl Scout cookie season.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite times of year. Looking forward to Thin Mints and caramels.
Yeah, it looks like the parade is continuing on. We have the Judges Parade. We're also right by the Judges Parade, so we have everyone will be stopping by for the Judges. Give a shout out to them.
Yep.
We have from West Bridgewater, from Benjamin Lee Grace. From Bridgewater, Pauline Grenier. In East Bridgewater, Katie Kavanagh.
Yes, our town clerk. I understand that your son is actually marching in a parade as well today.
He's marching in the Brockton Parade.
Yes.
He's holding the banner for his pack, Cub Scout pack. Very proud. Is it?
And a classic Camaro here.
Classic Camaro. Is that our parade Grand Marshal, Bill Cavadas?
Yes,
it is. Coming up next are the West Bridgewater dignitaries. We have Selectman David Gagney. The Town Administrator David Gagney. Selectman Marcy Lee. We see Jeff Ryan. Coming up with the West Bridgewater Cub Scout and Boy Scout pack.
Yep.
Carrying the flags.
And again, they're doing a good job with the flags considering the breeze today. And we've got the various branches, flags, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, Space Force, and Coast Guard.
We have a nice Hummer coming right up behind them.
Yeah. Well, Humvee.
Humvee.
I always point out because the Hummer is the civilian version, the Humvee is the military version.
Okay.
I actually rode in one of those in the Army. It's not as comfortable as they make it out to be.
Followed by the West Bridgewater Color Guard and marching band.
Yeah.
Got some candy thrown out by the Humvee.
Oh, that's nice. They're throwing candy to the kids. That's a nice thing.
I helped out one of the kids in the trombone today get into the music room to get his instrument.
Much needed for today's parade. Not easy to play when you don't have your instrument.
Oh, yeah, and here comes the Girl Scouts.
Yay!
Led by pack leader Robin Dragonetti, also on the school committee.
Nice turnout.
Very great turnout.
Yeah. Oh, look at the size of that dog.
Oh, yeah, he's a big one.
Whew, you could ride that guy in a battle.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that's a Great Dane. And if it's not a Great Dane, it's a pretty good Dane.
Yeah. And next up, float.
And this is
Pack.
Cub Pack 23.
Yeah, from Bridgewater.
Yeah, and they are promoting the theme for this year's parade, which is for their service. Pack 23 is grateful.
Very nice. Hey, guys. Got any candy? Anything to throw? No?
I don't think kids would be throwing candy. They'd be keeping the candy. Very nice. They've got the various pictures of veterans up on the
Here we
their
have
float.
West Bridgewater youth football.
Yes,
Super Bowl
holding
champions from last year.
Obviously, the winners.
Good job, guys.
Holding the statue.
Go Wildcats.
Oh.
More Wildcats on this parade.
Yeah. Honoring all who served. Let's
Got
go
some great
Wildcats.
youth sports programs put on by the West Bridgewater Youth Athletic Association. If you have a student from in the kindergarten to elementary, go check them out.
Yeah.
Loads of fun, and hey, you get to ride on a truck for a parade. But they have everything from football, soccer, cheer,
Yeah.
indoor basketball.
Kids are very enthusiastic
Oh
on the
yeah,
float.
and they're always looking to add more too.
Yeah.
Go Wildcats.
Oh. One little interesting fact I always point out to folks, the term Jeep, J-E-E-P, is the civilian term for the vehicle. But the military term, it actually wasn't called a Jeep. It was a designation for that type of vehicle, which GP stood for general purpose.
Oh.
But they kept calling it GP until it eventually became Jeep. And then the civilian version, which was J-E-E-P, Jeep.
Here comes the Lions Club and a nice little bug driven by Jerry Lawrence.
Very nicely decorated bug.
Lions Club just had their holiday craft fair at the West Bridgewater High School just this past Sunday.
Yeah.
Great event.
Yeah.
Help support local vendors. We have the
Fitness group up next, which would be 22-6 Fitness.
helping everyone stay healthy today.
Yeah,
Coming up right before the holidays.
indeed. And, next should be Tom and Ginny's ice cream.
What is that? Is that a Wildcat? Is that a Badger? I don't know what's that.
I'm not sure.
It's gotta have. And we got some old cars coming up.
Classic vehicles.
Classic, always
Looks like a Model T Ford.
Always my favorite.
Yeah. Very difficult to drive one of those.
Oh, yes.
The only reason I
Is it
know that
thick?
I worked on an independent movie one time in Fort Ticonderoga, New York, and the stuntman who was supposed to drive the Ford could not figure out how to start it.
You gotta crank it.
Yes, indeed. Classic Chevrolet.
Got a nice Camaro.
Yes, beautiful vehicles. It always
Jimmy and
amazes me
George ice cream.
the amount of work they have to put in to keep these vehicles maintained.
Oh, yes.
Ah, here's Tom and Jerry's ice
Tom
cream,
and Jerry's.
followed by the
Tom.
American Legion Honor Guard. Maybe we can get some ice cream while we're waiting.
Yeah. Hey, ice cream. I'll take a vanilla. There's some sprinkles.
Yeah. I don't know if the camera saw that maneuver, but they changed arms. And that's right shoulder arms from left shouldered arms. And that's a strict set number of moves you have to do it correctly. When I was in basic training, they taught us over and over again how to do it in the correct manner.
Coming up next is East Bridgewater. Your
East Bridgewater
station.
Post 91. Fred Bates Morris and Patrick Dugan Jr.
Yeah, Pack 28 for the Cub Scouts.
Looking very fine and smart in their outfits.
Oh yeah, they look warm. Coming up next is the East Bridgewater Marching Viking Band.
Yep.
The blue and gold, blue and gold.
Indeed. And they're the East Bridgewater Boy Scouts as well before the marching band. The marching band doing a wonderful job. And the color guard. I'm always impressed by the East Bridgewater color guard. They do a wonderful job at the football games.
Very nice. Yes, they have the flags. And coming up. Coming up next, it's the Coffee Dance Center.
Yes. Followed by Michelle's Studio Dance. Purple outfits are the trademark of the Coffee Dance Center.
How's everybody? They look pretty warm with those earmuffs.
Yes.
And next come the dancers.
Yep.
Very nice work. Always good to see them. They always put on such a great performance.
Each of those pins on their jacket represents a different performance that they've attended.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See a lot of them.
Yes, quite a few. It's a very experienced dance center, dance team.
And coming up right behind them is the East Bridgewater Girl Scouts.
Yes, looking very much forward to buying some Thin Mints in the future from these folks.
You know, the East Bridgewater VFW coming up.
Yep.
Post 2125.
Yes. And
As we wave goodbye to the East Bridgewater, we're going to bring it up into the Bridgewater now.
yes,
Here it comes.
Division 4.
Division 4. Here comes the Bridgewater Town Council. We got President Johnny Loretti, State Rep Dennis Gallagher, followed by the Bridgewater Marching Band.
Yep. putting on a very nice performance right now. There we right there with the beret, we see that that gentleman is airborne.
Yes.
And is a sergeant major by the number of stripes and designations. Beautiful performance by the band.
Oh, yes. The red and white.
Oh, we have a dog in the parade.
Another one. Coming up next is Fire for Effect.
Fire for Effect.
Foundation.
A military term.
And next up is the Jeep Club of Bridgewater.
Yep.
All different types of Jeeps. We got 2 doors, we got 4 doors.
Yep.
We got little ducks in the front.
Yeah, that's a trademark thing when you are a member of the Jeep community. You will pass a duck on to another Jeep.
Call getting ducked. All of them very proud. We got the American flags displayed on their Jeeps. Very nice.
Yep.
I'm a 2-door Jeep guy. I like the 2-door Jeeps. The bigger the tires, better. That's how it goes.
Well, that
for a
one
Jeep.
could clearly ford a river, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. And next up is the Bridgewater Girl Scouts.
Yes.
Catching up. Oh,
They're running to catch
they're
up.
running to catch up. They're just trying to stay warm. You gotta keep moving.
The enthusiasm of youth.
We also have behind them the Bridgewater 4-H program. In the green shirts.
Huh?
More dogs.
We have the 4-H club and some 4-H dogs, it looks like.
Oh, yes, 4-H, taking care of anything agricultural. Rabbits, chickens, pigs.
Indeed.
Next up, Cub Scouts Pack 31 of Bridgewater.
Yeah. And after them is the Pat Snow Dance Academy.
Pat Snow's Dance Academy.
Doing quite a good job as usual. I always feel sorry because I think they got to be freezing in those skirts.
You just got to keep moving. Just got to keep moving.
Think warm thoughts. Think
warm
Florida,
thoughts.
I guess. And behind them is the CERT team, 2 members of the CERT team, which is a civilian emergency response team. These are the civilians in each community who basically volunteer during a crisis to assist in that community's crisis.
Very nice. Thank you for all your hard work.
And the West Bridgewater Public Works Department.
Keeping our
I think some of the hardest working folks in the world.
Yes. Keeping the streets nice and clean. Snow
They're the
removal.
ones that remove the snow, mow the lawns, make sure that
yes.
everything is up to snuff. It's an underappreciated group. I really do think so.
They do work very hard.
They do indeed. And again, this truck from the DPW in West Bridgewater has the emblems for each of the different branches of service.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Putting them up on there.
Yep.
And that about does the parade.
Yeah. Ending off with the Bridgewater CERT team.
Yes. Well, anyways, as we end the parade, we're going to go over it's not over just yet. We're going to be heading over to the West Bridgewater Town Gazebo, where the Master of Ceremonies, David Farrell, will be kicking things off. We just want to say thank you to Russ, all the veterans out there.
Thank you, Ben.
Eric, for doing a great job on switching, and all of our staff who helped us out set up for today. Happy Veterans Day, West Bridgewater, and Bridgewater, and East Bridgewater.
And we'll see you again next year in East Bridgewater.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Armistice Day was established in 1918 following the cessation of hostilities in World War I. Annually, this parade is conducted in ceremony to be mindful of the sacrifice of veterans, all veterans, present, past, and serving now overseas. Today's invocation will be delivered by Father Paul Ring. Thank you.
Let us pray. Good and gracious God, we thank you for the gift of this day. We thank you for the opportunity to remember the service of our brave men and women of the armed forces. We ask your blessing upon them, upon their families, upon those they hold dear. May those who served continue to be held in highest esteem. May we honor them with parades and ceremonies such as this, so that their sacrifice is never forgotten. We thank you for the opportunity to have a day of rest and a respite from the trials of this world. But let us never forget the sacrifice of these men and women, so that in these days we may continue to honor them with our thanks and with our prayers. We ask this in your name. Amen.
At this time, I'd like to welcome West Bridgewater Select Board Chair Jeff Ryan.
Good morning. Fight with the wind on this one. On behalf of the residents of West Bridgewater, I'd like to welcome you all to attending this year's parade here in West Bridgewater. Everybody but Mother Nature. I'm not sure who upset Mother Nature in the last 24 hours, but clearly somebody did. And it would be wrong of me to try to draw a line or make any association, but there is a group of people here that are celebrating their 250th birthday. And I know those people quite possibly out celebrating could have said something to Mother Nature that upset her and brought us this weather. But before I get started on my speech, I'd like to take a moment to thank the Tri-Town Committee for year after year putting on this great parade in all of our towns. I would like to thank everybody who took the time to participate in today's parade as well. It is greatly appreciated. I would like to throw an extra shout out to all the Marines today as they're here celebrating as the Corps celebrated its 250th birthday yesterday. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Finally, I want to take a moment now to salute our VSOs and express our gratitude for all they do. In the last few years, the selectmen have had the privilege of working and meeting several of them in the area. They make the lives better for all our veterans and should be applauded for that. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge Walter Thayer. He was our VSO for many, many years in town, and he stepped down this past year. I'd like to formally welcome David Farrell while he's been around and doing this type of work for so long. We are grateful to have David here in town. Welcome, and thank you for all you've already done and all you're going to do. And a shout out to Greg in Bridgewater and Chris in East Bridgewater. I hear amazing things about all our VSOs, and I've never met one that isn't energetic, loaded with passion, and a strong desire to help our veterans. So thank you all very, very much. As David said, my name is Jeff Ryan. I'm a selectman here in town. Today with me is Selectman Marcy Lee, and absent today is Selectman Mike Perez. Mike is a veteran, 20-year Marine, and certainly had the right to choose how he wanted to spend Veterans Day, and he was with us last year in the parade, but this year he's supposed to, arguably in warmer weather, with his family celebrating today. I consider it to be an honor to represent the people of West Bridgewater. I've never minded public speaking. If anything, what people say when I do these type of things, I talk for too long. Selectman Perez is usually in front. row, and at some point he's going like this to me. He's just telling me, land the plane, Jeff. Stop talking, land the plane. So feel free to throw that out, but give me a couple of minutes before you do. Regarding today's speech, this is one I'm never going to be fully comfortable giving, for the simple reason that I don't feel that I'm qualified to be up here today. Put it simple, I'm not a veteran. I don't know how I talk about sacrifice to a group of people that have sacrificed so much. I don't know how I talk about bravery to a group of people that are braver than I. I don't know how I talk about honor and purpose to a group of people who know it better than I do. I don't know how I talk to your families about strength, love, resilience when you all know it so well. I don't know how to speak about courage to a group of people that are more courageous than most. I don't know how to turn pages. I don't know how to speak about selflessness to a group of people that would leave their families and go and defend our freedom. I don't know how to speak about patriotism to a group of patriots. And I don't know how to talk about being a hero to a group of people that already are. What society has taught me to say over and over again whenever you find yourself in the presence of a veteran or an active military member is thank you for your service. When I say those words, I truly, truly mean them, but I also have a problem with those words. They're just not enough. Right, you see, I say thank you many times throughout the day. I like to think I'm a polite person. I say thank you when a cashier hands me a quarterback when I'm at the store, right? I say thank you when somebody opens a door for me. I say thank you at work. I also say thank you at home, but it's pointed out to me on many occasions I don't say thank you at home enough. As a society, we use the words thank you so much that to me it doesn't come close enough to having a meeting when addressing our veterans today. Thank you for getting my change back and thank you for your service cannot mean the words thank you. We need a scale. We need something better. We need something stronger when we say thank you to our veterans. The problem is I've known I'm going to give this speech for the last month, and I've searched and searched and thought, and I can't find a stronger set of words. I don't think the words to say thank you for your service to a veteran exist in the English language. Then again, I'm not an English major, so I asked Siri. Everybody knows what Siri is, right? Give me some synonyms for thank you. See if it could find the right words for me. Here's what Siri gave me back. I appreciate you. I am grateful for you. I sincerely thank you. I am indebted to you. My gratitude knows no bounds. You have my deepest gratitude. I appreciate everything you've done. I appreciate you more than words can say. I say yes to all the above. They are all great. They are all true and have meaning when speaking about a veteran. But the bottom line is somebody still needs to create a phrase that takes the meaning of the words thank you for your service to its proper level. When those words are found, they should live up high, they should be on a top shelf, and only reserved for veterans. Until that time, I would like to conclude with the following. To all our veterans, past, present, serving now, especially the families whose loved ones have made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you. We appreciate you. We are indebted to you for your selflessness, your courage, your strength, your love, your resilience, your bravery, your honor, your patriotism, your sacrifice, and your service. That's still not enough, but if Mike Perez was standing there right now, he'd be going like this to me. So I'm going to wrap this up. We owe you all in ways that can never be repaid. If you need help, if you need assistance of any type, please, please, please reach out to any of us. We will work to find you the help that you need. After all, it's our turn to serve you. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. It's an honor to have you here in West Bridgewater celebrating with us. Cheers.
At this time, I would like to recognize the Bridgewater Town Council President, Johnny Loretti.
Good morning, Bridgewater neighbors, veterans, families, and friends. Today we honor the bravery and sacrifice of the men and women who have worn our nation's uniform. It is my privilege as president of the Bridgewater Town Council to welcome you on this Veterans Day as we pay tribute not only to heroes of distant battlefields, but also to the veterans here in our own community, our neighbors and friends. For generations, Bridgewater residents have stepped up to defend our freedom from World War II and Korea to Vietnam, the Gulf, and beyond. Today, we're especially proud to honor two of our own Vietnam veterans, Bill Labassiere and Louis Almond. Their courage in uniform and continued service to our community embody the very best of Bridgewater. Veterans like Bill and Louis and all who served remind us of the courage, sacrifice, and dedication that keep our nation free. I also want to recognize our veterans agent, Mr. Greg Martin, and highlight how he recently came to the aid of Mr. William B. Levy, a U.S. Army veteran of the Korean War whose quiet strength continues to inspire Bridgewater. When Mr. Levy's aging house stove made cooking unsafe, Greg didn't hesitate. He rallied local business D&L Appliance in East Bridgewater and the veteran-led Fire for Effect Foundation to install a new ADA-compliant range within days. As Fire for Effect President Al Lacerda said, what Greg Martin has brought to the town of Bridgewater is the leadership we have been looking for. This is what true service to veterans looks like, and we are grateful to both Mr. Levy and Mr. Martin for reminding us what community means. Bridgewater shows its patriotism in deeds, a little wind, in deeds as well as words. One example is our partnership with the aforementioned veteran-led Fire for Effect Foundation at Town River Landing. This nonprofit fosters resilience and hope by caring for our riverside public space. In the past year, Fire for Effect volunteers have improved the landing by hosting farmers markets, music festivals, and community events. When we gather in places like Town River Landing for a community event, we feel the unity and patriotism that our veterans fought to protect. Let this be a reminder that even after their service, veterans continue to pour their heart and their soul into our community. Veterans sacrifice so much and ask for so little. They pour into us, and may we pour back into them in their lives, not only today, but every day, through remembrance, support, and by living the values they modeled: duty, courage, and service. Many continue to lead here at home as business owners, mentors, volunteers, and public servants. Let's follow their example as we build a community worthy of their sacrifice and dedication. Today and always, Bridgewater stands with our veterans. We honor your service, we cherish your stories, and we commit to uphold the freedom you fought for. May God bless our veterans, and may God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Johnny. At this time, I'd like to recognize State Senator William Driscoll.
Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to everyone that served, continues to serve us. I'm grateful to be here with you today. I have the honor of representing Bridgewater and West Bridgewater at the State House, along with Senator Brady, who represents East Bridgewater. And I want to thank all our military personnel and their families for the sacrifices that they make each day, protecting us, our communities, and our nation. This holiday is a chance for our communities to honor and celebrate the bravery of all veterans who have served the United States Armed Forces, whether living or deceased. To those veterans here today, thank you. Your service and sacrifice represents the best of us, the best of America. We salute you and appreciate the costs that come along with serving. Let's also take a moment to acknowledge your families, the families who have helped shoulder the weight of war and the burdens of sacrifice. To the mothers, fathers, spouses, and children of our military families, we say thank you. The Commonwealth has been a national leader in supporting and honoring our veterans through comprehensive policy, and honoring this legacy continues to be our priority. Last week in the Senate, we passed a bill that'll make it easier for military families as they come here into the state and choose where their students are going to go to school in our public school systems, trying to make it a little less of a burden on folks as they get moved around for assignments. And this is important because in Massachusetts, the economic activity and support that's generated by our 6 military installations It's over 57,000 jobs. And it's important for us to stay at the top of that list. As the military, the Pentagon is always looking at where to close, how to change operations, and we're going to do our part, continue to do our part at the State House to support our military families. We do that also through the home-based program dedicated to healing the invisible wounds for veterans and no cost to veteran services and efforts throughout the Commonwealth as they go through life and continue to contribute to our society. We're immensely indebted to your service as veterans and active duty members here today. We owe you so much. We are here, and I want to underscore this for everybody, particularly our young community members in the crowd today. We're here under peace. There's people that are in harm's way, so we can gather here peacefully in the freezing cold and say thank you. Our veterans, on this Veterans Day, we recommit ourselves to the well-being and their families and pay tribute to their gratitude. We are so grateful for your service. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. At this time, I'd like to recognize Representative Dennis Gallagher.
So good morning, everyone, and I want to thank all the people that put this Veterans Day parade together in the town of West Bridgewater, East Bridgewater, and Bridgewater. Today, although it's very cold and windy, we all need to remember that those that went out to battle in all of our wars didn't get up and say, well, it's too cold, we can't go to battle today. They didn't say that. They went out and did it. To see this crowd here today shows the importance of this day and the commitment that you have and the thanks that you are giving to all of our veterans. I remember like it was yesterday, 45 years ago, when I left my hometown of East Bridgewater to enter into my 4-year commitment to the United States Navy. It was a time that I wanted to serve our country right out of high school, and I was proud to do that. And 45 years later, I am honored to stand here as elected state representative for the 8th Plymouth District of Bridgewater and Rainham. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to speak to the Rainham Middle School students as part of their Veterans Assembly, annual assembly. The question that I was asked to answer was, what does it mean to me to be a veteran? And it's a hard question to answer, because what I want people to say, that we say all year long, is thank you. There's nothing more than to walk up to a veteran and say thank you and be appreciative of the service and the sacrifices that they made. The time that I served in the early 1980s, there really wasn't much going on at that time. And we know that in World War I and World War II and Korea and Vietnam was a lot more tense. And certainly our newer veterans, today's veterans that are coming home, need our support more than ever, fighting PTSD and obviously suicide prevention. Veteran suicide is certainly very high, and we need to do what we can to prevent that. What we have done in the legislature over the past several years is pass the HERO Act last session, which has done a tremendous amount of work and tremendous amount of public policy that will help our veterans in the future. But yesterday I also attended a luncheon at the Bridgewater Senior Center for Veterans. And our veterans agent was handed a bunch of letters that were written by the West Bridgewater Elementary School students. And I just want to take a moment to end by reading a letter that I was given, and I said, I'm going to read this tomorrow at the West Bridgewater Veterans Day Parade, because it's written by a student from the West Bridgewater Elementary School. And it just says, Dear veteran, I want to thank you for your sacrifice, because you've allowed me and my family to live safe and sound. I also want to thank you for protecting others in this country, because without you and others, this country would be in danger. I hope you have a good day. And that's written by, his name is Jaden. I don't know his last name, but thank you, Jaden, for taking the time to write this, and thank you to all the elementary school students in West Bridgewater for writing letters to all of our veterans. And thank you for being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Gallagher. At this time, I'd like to recognize our Grand Marshal for today's parade, Bill Cavadas, proud veteran of the United States Army and a Vietnam veteran.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to, first of all, the car I was in was a wonderful old car, and it was set on the side that I was an Air Force person. I'm the U.S. Army, but you know, this day, it doesn't make any difference if you're Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. We're veterans, and God bless our veterans. And when a country decides to send people overseas to a foreign country to fight for our freedom and stuff, always remember the families back home that suffer every day they're gone, wondering if they're all right, praying for them, the sisters, the brothers that are left here. The tragedy of all this stuff is you get a brotherhood in the service. You become brothers. You all watch out for one another. Back home, though, the parents, the sisters, the brothers are worried every day about their loved one. And so remember the people that here that have somebody overseas, and even now during peacetime. Ask them how they're doing. How's everybody? How's the family holding up? Thank them for their son or daughter being overseas or somewhere, fighting for us, standing for our liberty and stuff. And all I can say is, God bless all the veterans that are here and gone, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Bill. This time we'll recognize the flag of the United States of America, as well as the playing of the national anthem following that fire salute. Thank you. At this time, we'll present the trophies. Would the parade judges please approach the microphone?
The best float award goes to Pack 23 West Bridgewater.
Good morning. My name is Katie Kavanaugh. I'm from East Bridgewater, and I have the distinct honor of giving out the best marching unit. I just wanted to say quickly thank you to all the veterans, and thank you for putting on a wonderful parade today. The best marching unit for 2025 Tri-Town Veterans Day Parade goes to the East Bridgewater Marching Band.
Good morning. I'm Pauline Grenier from Bridgewater. Good morning. I'm Pauline Grenier from Bridgewater. I would like to, from the bottom of my heart, thank all our veterans. Sorry. It is my honor to present the Judge's Choice Trophy to Pat Snow's Dance Academy from Bridgewater.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite, I'd like to recognize the CERT volunteer who helped coordinate this parade and ceremony. Her name is Denise Caratazola. Denise, if you could identify yourself, I'd really appreciate recognizing you. Well, thank you, Denise. And this time we'll have the benediction again by Father Paul Ring of St. Anne's.
That means we're at the end. Let us pray once again. Good and gracious God, we thank you for this opportunity to remember, to celebrate, and to honor our veterans. May we continue to dedicate ourselves to supporting them in whatever way they need, to recognize their service for all of us here and those who could not be with us. May we continue to honor them with our thanks, with our gratitude, and with our love, and with our prayers. We ask you to bless them in their work, keeping our country safe, so that we may always live under the banner of freedom. We ask this in your name. Amen.
That concludes today's ceremonies. We have a collation at St. Anne's Parish Center immediately following. Please join us there and warm up. Thank you.